lager, I went back there, and then I want you to come and get and tell me something about moving. Do you understand?
Of course I do.
Well, just do it! Just do it!
In the last few years, there has been an alarming increase in incidents with disruptive passengers. Even seemingly respectable and experienced passengers have caused unpleasantness and disruption to crew and other passengers, and have potentially endangered the safety of aircraft. Some of the triggers for such behavior are excessive drinking, lengthy waiting times, and domestic disputes. Whatever the cause, it's the cabin crew's task to diffuse difficult situations. And this video is designed to help you acquire important diffusion and communications techniques.
Where do you see?
Oh, can I just do a boarding card? Can you just through the cabin?
All right, it's all right.
We will highlight the signs you should watch for and the techniques you should employ.
Yes, you stuck me in a seat on the corner there. I'm with a mum and a child. She's got this small, stupid game. I've got work to do. Can you reseat me, please?
Unfortunately, sir, the flight's full today and we have no spare seats.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, but I can't sit here for 8 hours. Can you reseat me and get me a drink, please?
Okay, sir, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the no smoking and fasten seatbelt signs. Thank you.
A resentful passenger will try to attract your attention by staring long and hard.
Excuse me. You're going to sort this seat out for me, miss?
I am terribly sorry, the flight is full. I'll try and make it as comfortable as possible for you.
If you suspect that any passenger is likely to cause disruption on a flight, or is displaying potentially aggressive behavior, it's imperative that the senior flight attendant is informed.
Hi, David, it's Jo at L4. We seem to have a potentially disruptive passenger in seat 30C.
Okay, I understand.
He, in turn, will inform the captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the fasten seatbelt signs. We do recommend, however, that you remain seated with your seatbelts loosely fastened should we encounter turbulence. Thank you.
You must also prepare to keep an accurate record of events for possible later reporting to air or civil authorities.
Oi!
The safe way to talk to a difficult passenger is to kneel down beside him, facing the same way. This brings you close enough to talk, but protects you from any potential violence.
I asked her to get me another seat and a drink. Neither of these things have been done. I'm not happy. What are you going to do about it?
The essential requirement for dealing with disruptive passengers is good communication.
Oi!
How can I help, sir?
Right. I asked her to get me another seat. I asked her to get me a drink. I've got neither of those things, and I'm really losing my patience. What are you going to do about it?
I understand how you feel, sir. However, all seats are taken on board today's flight.
Look, I pay good money. It's ridiculous the way we're treated.
It's good strategy to condense the problem to its bare essentials and to try to offer an exit route for the passengers' frustrations.
I do understand your problem, sir. However, as you can see, there are no spare seats on board today's flight. What I will do is make sure that the right department gets to know about the problem today.
In some circumstances, even good communication fails. Further clear signs that a passenger is likely to cause danger are that he has exaggerated arm
Wait
movements,
for that child and get me a drink. You've done none of these things. What are you going to do about it?
that he rises up to his full height,
Why are you going to reseat me?
and that his feet repeatedly kick the floor.
It's not good enough. Do you understand?
It is imperative in these circumstances that you adopt a position and stance to present a smaller target for any physical assault. Step back and adjust your stance so that your feet are braced at an angle and one foot is forward of the other.
What are you going to do about it? Tell me now!
If at all possible, you should use a barrier, such as a food trolley, to have a solid object between you and the passenger. In all circumstances, remain calm.
Well, just do it! Just do
And
it!
use an even tone of voice.
Please, sir, would you just mind lowering your voice a little?
Your primary aim should be to persuade the passenger to return to his seat.
And tell me something about moving. Do you understand?
Sir, please, return to your seat now. We are trying to sort out a problem.
To recap, there are certain warning signs which tell you that a passenger is likely to become disruptive. They are long, direct stares, identifying the problem with a particular member of the crew, incessant hand tapping, exaggerated hand movements, standing tall, and kicking the floor. And to diffuse potentially disruptive situations, use any of the following techniques. Use your smile. Use non-aggressive body language. For instance, hold your arms open in front of you. Avoid prolonged eye contact. If possible, kneel to speak with the passenger. And in a confrontational situation, take a step back. Adjust your stance. If you can do, use a barrier between yourself and the passenger. Stay calm. And use an even tone of voice. Lastly, do your best to persuade the passenger to sit. And don't forget, if any situation such as this unfolds, it's imperative that you keep the captain informed of what's happening.
Okay, we are still monitoring the situation.
And that you keep an accurate account of events.
Who's in charge here?
So what if the passenger doesn't sit?
Get it sorted.
What if he still wants to express his grievance?
Secondly, get me a drink.
It's now time to watch for danger
You
signs.
understand?
They are, if the passenger clenches his fists, if he lowers his head and breaks his stare. This signifies that he's selecting a point on your body to attack. If he tenses his shoulders and lowers his body weight, which means an attack is imminent. To recap the danger signs, they are, if the passenger clenches his fists, if he lowers his head, if he breaks his stare, if he tenses his shoulders, or lowers his body weight. In extreme circumstances, when the passenger is likely to endanger the crew, other passengers, or the aircraft, the last resort is for him to be physically restrained.
Yes, I mean, we would like to restrain him.
In this video, we will not demonstrate how to apply restraint, but the common restraining devices are handcuffs connected by a solid bar, handcuffs connected by a chain, and flexible plastic ties. Fortunately, occasions when a passenger has to be fully restrained are very rare. It's much more likely that good use of your communication and diffusion skills will resolve disruptive situations successfully, and that the passenger will be sufficiently pacified to continue the flight without further incident.